Hi, all of you. So, last time we all discussed about the logical and the logical or in the shell scripting, and also we have demonstrated it with some examples also. So, today we'll discuss about the string comparison and some string operators, and also we'll try to demonstrate it with some practical scripting. So, before we understand what is the string comparison and various string operator, so let's first discuss about that some rules as I told you in the previous session. If you don't follow the rules of giving the spaces, then we can get the different kind of errors. Okay, so let's try to discuss that practically. So this, for example, if you take this script that last time we have seen in case of logical and or a logical or. Okay. So in the logical and logical or we have discussed if both of these conditions are true, then the result of your whole logical and will be the true, and then only this part will get executed. Okay. If these two condition get failed, then you will go to the next part of your condition checking. That is, this next condition will get checked. Okay. And also we have seen in case of logical or, if any of these conditions become true, this or this, then also our statement will get executed. Because in case of the logical or, only one condition need to be true out of the multiple conditions. Okay. Also, we have implemented this last time, and I forget to tell you how we can get the result as a fail. So that also we can check today. So now when we can come to this particular else part, when all of these conditions will become false, then only we can come to this part. For example, let's try to demonstrate this. For example, now if I try to run this, and when all of these four condition will become false, only when I will enter the marks which will be the less than 45. Okay, less than 45. Okay. Okay. So if I enter the marks as a 11, so you can see I am getting the result as a fail. Now let's try to apply this, put this value in different condition. Now if you put this in the first percentage as a 10, so if percentage 10 is less than 45, here it is satisfying, but here it is not satisfying. So here also our percentage as 11 satisfying, but here it is not satisfying. So here also our percentage as 11 is not satisfying. Okay, so means this all the three conditions are not satisfied. So we'll come to this condition. So here the condition I have just made some change here to get so that we can get the result as a fail. So here percentage greater than 100 or percentage greater than 110. So here our percentage is what that we have entered, that is 11. So that is also, so both of these condition becoming false. Okay. And that's why we are coming to the else part, and that's why we get the result as a fail. Okay. Now, I am what I was telling you. If you don't follow the rules of giving the spaces, suppose I remove this space, I save this, and again, if I try to execute this script, then we will get the error. Okay. Suppose I enter the any percentage here. Now we should get the error here, as you can see. Syntax error near unexpected token there. Okay, so line number 5. So you can see line number 5, I will remove the space. Okay, and that's why we got the error. So if I do it again like this, then we can, our script will run perfectly. Okay, so you can see our script is running perfectly. Okay, so in this way, you have to follow the rules of these spaces. Okay, now let's see the next part, that is the string comparison. Okay, so what exactly is the string comparison? Is nothing but what, comparing the uh, different strings. Okay, different comparing the different strings in the sense comparing their length or comparing their sequence of characters. Okay, so comparing the string is very important before you are proceeding to do the next logical script. Okay, so comparing string when checking for certain condition is important part in the shell scripting. So as I can see in the some previous session we have compared the different numerical values. In the similar way, we can also compare the strings. Okay, and to compare the string, we have to make the use of different string operators. Okay, as in last some session we have seen, to compare the numerical values, we have to make the use of relational operators. So here we have to compare the strings. So here we have to make the use of string operators. Okay. So here we have taken one example, key A is equal to ABC and B is equal to EFG. Okay. Now, while you are declaring the string variables, it's very important that you should declare it within these double quotes. Okay. Otherwise, you will definitely get the error. Okay. This in the some previous session also I told you. So while you're declaring the string, always declare it between the quotes. Okay. So this following are the different operators that are supported by the Bourne shell. Okay. So here we are making the use of this example and try to see what result we can get with the help of different kind of operators. So here we have to assume A hold the ABC and B holds the EFG. Okay. So there are the total five important operators are there. Okay. First one is this equal to operator. This is not the assignment operator. This is a equal to operator in the shell scripting. Okay. So this equal to operator check whether the value of two operands are equal or not. In the sense it check whether the this string or these strings, this particular two strings are equal or not. That we can check with the help of this operator. So this operator check if the value of two operands equal or not. If yes, then the condition becomes true. In case of our this example, this is not true. Okay, because both of these two strings are different. Okay, so here you can write the condition for this and you can compare. Okay, so here also rules of the spaces you have to follow, otherwise you will get the error. Okay, and while comparing the string, actually also you have to follow the rules here, like you have to give the codes here in order to compare the strings also. Okay, like this. It is not given there, but while practically implementing it, we will see. Okay. Next is not equal to operator. Okay, so it check if the value of two operands are equal or not. Okay, if the values are not equal, then the condition becomes true. In case of this, if the values are equal, then condition will become true. So if you use the not equal to operator here, then the result will be true when two conditions are not when two strings are not equal. So as I mentioned, so understand the difference between this equal to and not equal. So this will, in case of this, the condition becomes true when two strings are equal. But in case of this, the conditions becomes true if the value of two strings are not equal. Okay, so you can check it in this way. Okay. Now again we have the next operator, that is the dash Z. Check now what exactly it is. It check if the given string operand size is 0. It check whether the size of the string is 0. Okay. So if it is 0 length, then it returns true. So how you can check it? For example, you can write it like this: dash Z and your variable where you have declared the string. So in case of our variable A, this is this is the size of the our string is not 0. That's why it is not true. Okay. Then again we have the dash n. So dash n check if the given string operand size is non-zero. So if it is non-zero length, then it returns true. Now in case of our example, the size of the our string is, you can see size of the our string is non-zero. Okay, if it is non-zero length, then it returns true. If it is 0, then it returns false. Okay, so here in case of our example, it is not false. Not false in the sense it is true, because our string is not having the size of 0. Okay, so the main difference between dash z and dash n is what? Dash z will check whether the string operand size is 0, and dash n check whether our size of the string is non-zero. Okay, so in case of dash z, if it is 0, it returns true. In case of dash n, if it is non-zero, then it returns true. Okay, then we have the str operator also. So str operator check if the str is not empty string. So this operator will check for the empty string. Okay, if it is empty, then it returns false. Okay, so you can also use this operator in this way. Okay, so these first four are the important operators. Okay, so str is not commonly utilized. Okay, so as we have discussed, equal to, not equal to, dash z to check whether the we have the zero length string, dash n to check whether we have the uh, non-zero length string. Okay, and str to check if the our string is not the empty string. Okay, so we'll now check in the practical scripting. We will try to demonstrate about these operators. Okay, next we have to see, let's see regarding the next part, how we can write the particular string in using certain syntax. Okay, so you can see I have written here some examples. Okay, here I have declared the one string str1. Okay, and you can see I have written it by using the quotes. If you don't use the quotes, then you will not get the correct output. Secondly, I have declared the second string as str2, and I have declared it between the quotes only. Okay. Now, if you try to compare these two strings, okay, then you have to use the quotation marks. Okay, here you can see. I want to compare the string 1 with the string 2. So you have to mention your string str1 variable in the quotation mark. You have to also mention the str2 variable in the quotation mark one. Okay. So if the two strings are equal, this will become true. Result of the condition will be true. If the two strings are not equal, here result will be the true. Okay. So here not equal to operator is used. Okay. Now if you don't use the quotation mark, or if you don't define the string 1 or str1 or str2, then definitely you will get the various kind of errors while writing the script. So important thing is what, while declaring the script, it is very important to declare it within the quotes, and while comparing it, also it is very important to mention in the your string variable within a quotes only. Okay. So next, let's see the another way of comparing the string. Okay, so if you don't want to use the quotation mark while comparing, then you can make the use of these double square brackets. Okay, so if you make the use of double square brackets, then there is a no need to mention the quotes. Okay, so this is a second alternative using which you can compare the two strings. Okay, so I hope all of you understood this theoretical part. Now let's understand about the uh, practical part of this. Okay, let's uh, see the practical implementation of this string comparison, and how we can use these different string operators. Okay, so uh, let's see. Uh, let's write one sample script here. Okay, so I just clear this and touch string dot sh. Okay, so string dot sh. So in the similar way, the way we have written the previous script, we'll write the uh, script and try to demonstrate it how it will work. Okay, so our usual approach, I will write it as a shebang, then bin bash. Okay, then we'll declare the toString str1 equal to, okay, str2. So here also, now here I will write 5. Okay, we'll declare the toString variable with the two different values. Okay, then I will try to compare it. Okay, if str1 equal to str2, then echo two strings are equal. Okay, else echo two strings are not equal. And here I will end this with the fi. Okay, now it, we have given here the extra quotation mark. Now, so now let's run this. Okay, I have followed all the syntax. You can see I have, while comparing, I have written this in the quotation only. Okay, so let's try to run this. Dot slash string dot sh. Okay, dot. So we have to give the permission chmod a plus x string dot sh. Now it will run perfectly. Let's see. So we can see it is showing the two strings are not equal because our string one is hello body and string two is hi. Okay, so these are not equal. Okay. Now if I give the same here, we should get the result two strings are equal. Okay. So you can see we have got the result as two strings are equal. Okay. Now if I remove this quotation mark, let's see whether it works or not. So you can see we have got the error here, line 6, too many arguments. So in order to avoid these errors, you should always mention these parts in the quotation while comparing string. Okay. Now there is a, if you don't want to give the quotation, then you can make the use of another syntax here. So this is the, so I just display one message here, uh, without quotation string comparison. Okay, without quotation, when you want to use the without quotation, here you have to make the use of this double square brackets, and then you can remove these quotation marks. So now the result should be the same. Let's see. So you can see two strings are equal, and this is a result of our this first part, and two strings are equal. This is a result of our this second. So you can use the quotation mark, or if you don't want to use the quotation mark, then you can go for the double square bracket. Okay. Now we can also check about the uh, checking if the size of the string is 0 or not. Okay. So for that, we can make the use of dash z. So if dash z, and suppose we want to check about the string 1. Okay. Now I will make the use of double square bracket here. So str1, then echo. So then we can echo the string size. String size is 0. Else will echo string size is non-zero. Okay. So now here I will display one message also, echo checking string size 0 or not. Okay. Now here we should get the result here as a string size non-zero, because str1 is having some kind of string inside that. Okay, so if you run this, so first I will clear it, and if you run this, so we are getting some kind of error here. First two part, this is working, and we are getting the unexpected end of, because you can see I have not terminated this if structure, so you have terminated with the fi. Now let's see the run it again. So you can see I am getting the result here as a string size is not 0. Okay, you can see. Okay. So again, then if you want to check with the whether the size of the string is non-zero, means if you want to demonstrate the use of dash n, then that also we can do here. Okay. So instead of z, just you have to make the use of dash n. Okay. So now we already know our string size is non-zero. Okay. So here just I will change this message. So here also we should get this result because our string is non-zero size. Okay. Okay, you can see first one, that is the result of dash z, and this is the result of dash n. So you can either make the use of dash z or dash n. Okay. Both of the any one of these alternative you can use to check whether your string is having the zero size or non-zero size. Okay, so if you want to check whether it is a whether the size of your string is 0, you can go for the dash chain. Okay, if you want to check if your string size is non-zero, then you can go for dash n. Okay. So that is all about string operators and string comparison. I hope all of you have got this point. If you have any issue, you can please mention in the comment section. Okay. Thank you all of you.